On.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. All right. Welcome everyone to the Kim Master Agency call. Our agency consists of Frank Brenes, Master Agency, Stefan Brenes, Landry Peterson, also Bo Hirschfield, Kerry Aguilar, and Crew Peterson agencies. And we have a very special guest, Marty and Hillary Valor. They're senior vice presidents and top producers of Symmetry Financial Group. And I've seen an exponential growth in their agency and just one of the most personally developed couple. And Amanda and I had a tremendous pleasure talking to them and learning from them as well at the 130 retreat in California just a couple weeks ago. And I'm very excited for them to share about their story. And also, we're going to do some question and answer. And Frank Brenes is going to be the one to do that. So let's get started. First of all, there are some live coaching session going on throughout the weeks. So usually Frank and Stefan will be hosting this call. And we're actually moving this to sfgdojo.com, correct, Frank? So that agents
Yeah,
can just jump on.
yeah. And tomorrow I have a dentist appointment, so I have to ask one of you guys for a tag in. So, and I apologize. It was like 6 months ago that dentist appointment was made. So,
Yeah,
um,
nowadays you have to like book like a year ahead now, right? Crazy.
it's like 6 months. It's crazy, but
Yeah. Okay, no
anyway.
problem. Yeah. So,
So we
but
got to move that to SFG Dojo, and then the room
uh,
is what we got to put a room up there for it.
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. So it'll be sfgdojo.com. And yeah, Stefan and Frank both are elite producer and top producers, absolutely killing it right now with a standing lead order. So you should plug into it every week. And Elite Training with Sean Kim, this was actually also moved from Saturday to Thursday. What I realized was some of the agents were like on vacations or going out for the weekend and some did not participate. So we're trying to do it for the Thursdays at 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 p.m. Eastern. And it's sfgdojo.com and password is 2025. That's it. Very simple. And this is the sfgdojo.com. Is Jessica, are you available to speak real quick?
I am here. What's up, man?
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
So you guys did an amazing job creating this. And actually, Crew was the one to design this website, sfgdojo.com. But it's quite exciting. Can you just share with the agents what this does and what the agents should be expecting when they jump on?
Absolutely. So the dojo, we've got a couple of fun things that we're in the works on getting. I'll let Sean kind of announce those things as they roll out, but just some fun interactive ways for us to hone our skills, and just kind of earn fun prizes and stuff along the way. But it's really just a place for us to come collectively as the full master agency, meet other agents that aren't directly in, your downline or your direct sidelines that you may already know, also to get coaching and feedback. We have a couple of us that are in leadership positions right now that have designated specific live dial hours. There we go. Perfect. So, for instance, I'll be live dialing today in the dojo from 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific. So, this is all in Pacific time. A couple of us have signed up for other slots as well. As you see, there's other areas in there that are open. So if you want to live dial and you want to get coaching and feedback, let us know. We can throw your name out onto one of these time slots. And when there's not active live dialers, it's a workspace. If you need some help with coaching, if we've got breakout rooms you can pop out into so that the main dial room stays a dial room, unmute if nobody else is unmuted and run your calls, get coaching and feedback that way. It's just a way for us to really come together and get some live training while we're working and setting appointments. There's also been a lot of studies done on body doubling, is what it's called, where if you're working alongside your peers, you are, I think the statistic is like 50% more productive or something. I'll need to
Mhm.
relook it up. And that counts for working virtually with your peers as well. So just a way for us to be a little bit more productive, have some more family camaraderie, relationships, things like that. We always say, we work for ourselves but not by ourselves. This is how.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that,
May I,
Jessica.
may I, Sean? May I give a little hype
Yeah,
for
of course. Yeah. You said, what were you saying?
can you hear it?
No.
No, no, you can't hear it. You can't hear it. It's my hype button.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
okay.
my hype
Okay,
button.
gotcha.
That
So
means
yeah,
you have to make the sound yourself.
Bah, 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 bah.
yeah, yeah, there
Hey,
you go.
Sean, so I was thinking about what they
Mhm.
named, and I think I talked to you about it earlier. Like, you did Taekwondo, right? And
Yeah.
so now it's Master Kim, right? You Taekwondo Master Dojo,
Yeah.
and people are white belt. They're from every belt. They're joining and they're learning the way of the Kim. So I think it's brilliant, and just shout out to you guys for putting that together. That's what leadership looks like, initiative.
Yeah.
So that is awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Hey, so just
Yeah.
question, when
Yeah.
does
Go ahead.
when does this go live, the schedule?
Yeah, so this schedule is live starting today. So starting today, this is live, and more people are going to be jumping on this. Some people are on vacation, some people are busy, but more people are going to sign up for this. And it's more like where new agents can come on and look at the experts do the dials, also get training, just a nice community setting. This is something that I feel like was missing, so we are implementing this starting now. And I really appreciate like the team leader, key leaders like, Kat, Jessica, Drake. A lot of the people stepped up to make this happen. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. And also it could be a dialing time or it could be a training time. So for example, as you can see on Tuesdays at 9 a.m., like Frank Brennis, this is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And Thursday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. These are actually training times, but there's also agents who are going to be dialing. So just plug in and learn from the best. That's the whole idea behind it. And the Kim Master Agency call is on 9:30 a.m. on Monday Pacific, and Symmetry National Conference call is at 9:30 a.m. every Wednesday, right? Also, the Kim Master Agency call will be having a special guest next week with Sarah Pappas, Senior Vice President, and he's there. She's also a direct to Symmetry Financial Group. That's going to be a very exciting call. Don't miss that. And Legacy Blueprint. So this is a
Yeah.
Tampa boot camp that Stefan Brennis is hosting. And we have a pleasure of we're gonna be in Florida for about 12 days, but we're gonna be participating in that as one of the special guests. And also Lee and Martina Jedlik, a super power couple. And so very excited for this. Do you want to share anything, Stefan?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. If you're going, go ahead and register. Make sure you register just because we're want to make sure there's enough room in our room. We'll also have to go to a bigger room. But it's going to be some hands-on stuff. It's a shortened version of the overview. And we're going to do some live dials. We're going to do some live training. Let's just do it. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to have you on, Sean. Always a pleasure to see you and Amanda. Obviously, Lee and Martina, they're a power couple. So I'm really excited about this event, and we're just going to build and build from there. So pretty exciting. So if you haven't, there's a QR code. I'll go ahead and post the link.
Hmm.
Let's take a look here.
On the chat.
Yeah, there should be a next. The
Mhm.
next slide should have a QR code. But what I'm gonna
No, yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
have the next slide on this one.
so I'm gonna put it here on the chat.
Mhm.
Bam, there it is. Boom, register. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're
And
gonna have some coffee. We're gonna have some. I don't know about the donuts, but we'll definitely have some coffee.
yeah. Yeah, and the thing is this, Stefan, just to brag a little bit about you too, you did 40, 50,000 over the last 2 months back to back every month. I mean, you've been absolutely killing this, man. So people should fly out and people should drive there to also learn from you guys. So very, very excited and yeah, fired up.
Awesome, awesome. Yep, it's gonna be fun. Make sure you register.
And agents were asking what are some of the areas of the United States that have the highest leads. So you can use this QR code to go there and check out the different areas like states, also different counties that have the best leads and the best lead flows happening right now. So check that out on the Quility Leads Marketplace. And then Symmetry National Conference 2025 Engage. This is the most important event of the year. There's only one a year, and it's going to be happening on the August 13th to the 15th in Denver, Colorado. And it is the life insurance industry's most impactful training event. I know a lot of the agents here, they've been with other companies before where you go and they just talk about how awesome and how much money they make. And it's all about rah-rah stuff. It's not like that here, okay? Symmetry is different. And we're going to be teaching breakout sessions. You're going to be learning from the top producers of the entire company. Also, you're going to learn, if you want to build your agency, you're going to be learning from the top leaders of the company as well. And you don't want to miss out. They're going to be rolling out some groundbreaking industry's first products as well, and be there. It's different. Just hearing about it over the phone versus being there, it's completely different. It changed my life 8 years ago. I stepped into the room in North Carolina, and my life completely changed. So be there, okay? Whatever it takes. All right, and let's let some people in, guys. And then 3 full days of next level engagement. These are the different things that are going to be happening throughout the 3 days. So Wednesday, you're going to be flying in, checking in, and there's different booth and tables of each carrier. You have a chance to meet the vice presidents, the directors of these carriers, and build that relationship. Why is that important? Because let's say you wrote an application with Mutual of Omaha or Foresters or Americo, and there's something you need help with. You can directly reach out to these directors to help you push it through. Build that relationship. That all matters, right? And we have a Thursday, August 14th. This is the actual general session. You're going to have mainstay speakers and industry experts share about it. And Friday, August 15th, this is an all-day breakout session. So you can choose the classes that you want to take. And I learn so much every time. Don't miss out, okay? And if you want to buy the ticket, use this QR code to do that, and you'll be able to buy a ticket. But just wait. There are different codes that you should be using to get a discount. Usually it's $250, but it goes down to like $199. And if you're in the Landry Peterson Master Agency, I want you to use the Peterson 1575 code. So take a picture of this real quick or write it down. So if you're in the Landry Peterson Agency, use this code. If you're in the Brennes Master Agency, use the Brennes 1565. This is the code that will give you the discount to register for Denver conference. Right? So it's sfgengage.com and put these code in. If you're in the Kim Agency base shop, then you're going to use the code KIM1565. This will be the discount code to bring down the price. All right? And then let's talk about some of the carrier trips. Carrier trips are incredible because you're doing your work anyways and helping families get protected. This is just cherry on the top. But what I love about these trips is that we don't take you to just like a 3-star, 4-star. This I'm talking about 5-star, but top of the line 5 stars, like Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton's, the top of the class, and everything is already included. You and another guest. Food, travel, stay, everything is included, guys. So why not take your loved ones to the best vacation ever? Once in a lifetime type of experience. Our top producers are going 2 to 3 trips a year, everything paid for. And you can do the same. So where are you taking your loved ones, right? And just to give some shout out, I know Bo Hirschfield is on track to win 2 trips right now. Stefan is on also track to win 1 trip right now. And then we have 4 other agents who are on the trip to on track to win one trip right now. So let's shoot for that. And newly onboarded agents of the week. So we have Crew Peterson Agency, 2 recruits, Alicia Reeves, direct to Peyton Cole, and Tina Overton, direct to Shelby McBride. And Landry Peterson Agency, 3 recruits. We have John Barth, direct to Drake Stratton, Alan Pullman, direct to Drake Stratton, and Shayla Robinson, direct to Nayeli Mayer. And in the Frank Brennis agency, we have Brian Keaton, direct to Frank Brennis. John Sousa, the fourth, is also direct to Frank Brennis. And Monique Waldron is also direct to Frank Brennis. Wow. Welcome, everyone, to the team. And first-time writers of the week. So these are the agents who have submitted one application for the first time. So we have Evan Hampton in the Crew Peterson agency, Darian Knight in the Landry Peterson agency, Chance Weston in the Frank Brennis agency, and Justin Hubert in the Stephen Brennis agency. By the way, if you don't see your picture here, we just don't have a picture of you. Go to your HQ and make sure you upload your picture so we can have your picture of your beautiful face on the slides. And let's talk about the top 5 agents of the day. So April 21st, we have Christine Castillo. We have Corey Kinibru. Hopefully I said it right. Sorry. And number 3, we have Kat Kuzik. Number 2, Nora Fermento. And number 1, Carrie Aguilar. Congratulations, Carrie. And number 5, we have for April 22nd, number 5 is Desi Wibo. We have Joshua Dickman, Jason Powers, Evan Hampton, and Stephen Brennis being number 1. Congratulations. And April 23rd, we have Frank Brennis, Jessica Jackson, myself, Brad Aubrey, and Bo Hirschfield. One day, 11,000. Wow, Bo. Absolutely killing it. Congratulations to you all. And April 24th, we have Desi Wibo again, Christopher Trella, Kat Kuzik again, and Dimitri Vincent, and Stephen Brennis, number 1 again, 2008-46. Congratulations. And April 25th, we have Lindsay Hogarth, Christopher Trella, Marina Humphrey, George Duvanov, and number 1, Marshall Hunt with 2795. Great job. And February 26th, we have Christina Kiss and Derek Holmes. All congratulations. And February 27th, we have Millicent Stewart and Charles Malone. Great job, both of you. Let's talk about the base shops. So we break it down by base shops now. So Crew Peterson Agency did 4,760 APV, 3 unique writers, 1 new writer with 5 applications, Marshall Hunt, Evan Hampton, and Joshua Roberts. And in the Kim Agency base shop, we did 5,600, 3 unique writers, 4 apps, Nora Fermento, myself, and Veronica Sanchez. And Carrie Aguilar Agency, 8824, 4 unique writers, 10 applications, Carrie Aguilar, George Duvanov, Jamal Davis, and Takita Young. And Landry Peterson Agency, 8977, 5 unique writers, 1 new writer, 7 applications, Nayeli Mayer, Brad Aubrey, Christine Castillo, Ashton Hart, and Darian Knight. Stephen Brennis Agency, we have 8,900, 2 unique writers, 1 new writer, 6 applications, Stephen Brennis and Justin Hubert. And Hirschfield Agency, 22,591. That's a strong week. 7 unique writers with 14 apps, Bo Hirschfield, Christopher Trella, Marina Humphrey, Lindsay Hogarth, Dimitri Vincent, Jason Powers, and Rose Paola Vincent. And Frank Brennis Agency Base Shop was leading the master agency last week, 25,000 APV, 12 unique writers, 1 new writer with 23 applications. Andrew Constantine, Kat Kuzik, Desi Wibo, Frank Brennis, Jessica Jackson, Gail Bentivoglio, Joshua Dickman, Millicent Stewart, Corey Kinibrew, and Douglas Harbert, and Hannah Stock, and Chance Weston. Congratulations to you all. And top 10 APV producers. We have George Duvanov with 2,700, Cynthia Wibo or Desi Wibo, 2,700, Marshall Hunt with 2,700, Brad Aubrey with 3,700. Nayeli Mayer, 3,800. Harry Aguilar with 4,300. Kat Kuzik, 5,000, 5K Club. Andrew Constantine, 7,500. Stefan Brennis, 8,800. And Bo Hirschfield with 13,000. Great week, guys. And top app count. Agents who have written the most applications. Takita Young with 3 apps. Jamal Davis with 3 apps. Jessica Jackson with 3 apps. Christopher Trella with 3 apps. And Desi Wibo with 3 apps. Marshall Hunt with 3 apps. Kerry Aguilar with 3 apps. Kat Kuzik with 3 apps. And Stefan Brennis with 5 apps. And Bo Hirschfield with 5 apps. Well done. And top 20 APD producers. So this is the final number for April. So top 20, we have Joy Bukacek, Katie Crawford, Charles Malone, Millicent Stewart, Desi Wibo, Kerry Aguilar, Tanner Redding, Frank Brennis, Marshall Hunt, and Ashton Hart. And Ashton, you're on vacation for like a week. Great job. Andrew Constantine, top 10. Johnny Hefner, Jason Powers, Kat Kuzik, and Nora Fermento. Top 5, Takita Riddick, Drake Stratton, Jessica Jackson, Bo Hirschfield, and Stefan Brennis at number 1. And look at this. So 10K Club, we have Nora Fermento and Takita Riddick. Drake Stratton, 14,000. Jessica Jackson at 20K Club. I think she broke her record. Congratulations, Jessica. And Bo Hirschfield, 40,000 club, and Stefan Brennis, almost 50,000. Great month, guys. Congratulations. And now, let me introduce our leader, Frank Brennis. So Frank Brennis has been absolutely killing it and growing his base shop and leaders. And he's going to be highlighting our special guest, Marty Valor. So, Frank?
Let me unmute myself. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Wow. Everybody on the team, I mean, you guys are just absolutely crushing it. But hey, listen, I wanted to go ahead. Marty, are you on?
I'm always here, Frank.
All right. Well, I want to turn it up for you. We got an intro song for you. All right. All right, everyone.
We can't hear it.
You can't
It
hear
should
it?
have been AC/DC Thunderstruck, but that's
All
okay.
right. Well, next time we'll do that. You guys can hear me though, right? I'm going to stop.
Yeah, we can hear your voice.
All right, let's go ahead and spotlight Mr. Valor here. All right. What, he kind of went away. Where did he go?
I'm here, man. Just
right
keep
here.
rocking, Frank.
Can you spotlight him, Sean? You just right click and spotlight and then all right, everyone. So everyone, it's my pleasure to introduce you, Mr. Marty Valor. And again, our prayers go out to you. Your wife couldn't make it today. She has a health issue with her mom or something. I don't want to get into it, but just say our hearts and prayers are with her and your mom, your mother-in-law.
Thanks,
Marty.
brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm just gonna read, your stats here, Marty. Symmetry, you joined Symmetry April 2017. You're direct to the company. You're an MVP. You've earned MVP honors. Let me correct that. Consistent top producer. You were named in 2024 Symmetry Impact Player of the Year, and you produced last year your master agency 4.5 million. Woo! Who would ever thought, huh? 4.5 million.
Yeah.
And you're pacing to do over $6.1 million. Currently have 5 agency owners, of which you have ADs, you have RADs. And one of the best compliments that someone's told you, and this kind of embodies who Marty Valor is and his leadership. Danny Young said to him, "You're like a gladiator. You're a man of the people." So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Marty Valor. Thank you for being on the call, my friend.
Appreciate the intro, Frank. I am honored to be here, and I love watching those leaderboards and all y'all killing it. It doesn't even get old. None of y'all are my people, but I'm here. I'm here for everyone to win, and you guys are just getting after it. It's awesome.
Yeah, Marty, thank you for being on, man. I know you're a busy guy, and you and I talk once in a while. It was a couple of competitive stuff, but now it's like I can't even compete, so I don't even try. What I just try to do is I just try to ride your coattails, man. So we really appreciate you coming on, man, and pouring into our team. We really do. And so I got a list of questions for you. And again, I want to first and foremost thank Sean Kim for putting this together, man. Sean Kim is the man. He is our 130. And like you said, they formed the SFG Dojo. How cool is that,
Oh, I
right?
wrote it down. I'm gonna hop on there, and I
Yeah,
already
well,
pulled it up. I was looking at it when you guys were promoting it. So
yeah, so cool that, the leaders, up and coming leaders are doing that, and that's what we want to see.
yeah.
Some empowerment, and we're just so fired up. We're in a season right now where we're watering. There's going to be a harvest that's going to come. It's a plentiful time. But enough about us, man. I wanted to just focus on you, my friend. And I wanted to ask you, I think I texted you this, but like, who was Marty Valor before the insurance industry, before this thing?
Well, first of all, thanks guys for just having me be on. And I love. I mean, I literally like. I hope you all know. Like, I go through and I'm literally spent. I was clicking through every person who had their camera on, and I'm just watching who's engaged. And if you don't have your camera on, it's hard to know if you're engaged or not. Right? It's hard to get response feedback. It's hard to know if you're really in if that camera isn't on. But I literally went through as Sean, as you're going to leave. I was just curious. I was just kind of watching people. It's always fun to be able to sit back and I do it to my people all the time. I'm just kind of curious who's engaged and who doesn't give a flip, right? And I'm like, man, I'm just, and I'm not calling it, but it was good. It was like most people were engaged, and then there's a lot of cameras that weren't on, and so I couldn't tell you, right? And I would say from a leader's standpoint, people are like, oh man, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, well, I can't see it. How am I supposed to help you if I can't see it? And that goes through sending your numbers in, being accountable, all of that stuff. So I just want to give you guys that perspective. What was the question, Frank? No, I'm kidding. I am Marty Valor. I am in the Ben Safety Poor Danny Young hierarchy, and I am just honored to be able to say I'm direct to Symmetry. Proud to be there. Man, I wish y'all knew me before this business. You would walk into my supplement store, Health Kick Nutrition Center. I still wear the t-shirt every day to the gym. It's like faded and tattered and tearing apart. And you would have met a really nice guy. I say this not brag. People just kind of generally like me. I don't really know why, but I kind of generally like people, so maybe that's just reciprocal. But you would have liked me, and you would have left with a fat burner or something to lower your blood pressure, maybe some colloidal silver or some valerian root or 5-HTP or omega-3 fatty acids or some whey protein isolate. Who knows? But you would have left with something because you came in looking for something, right? You walked through my door for a reason. And I made, after 16 years of being a business owner since I was 19 years old,
Wow,
my top income in a year was $50,000 a year.
come on.
After 16 years slaving away doing that. Get to do that a month here now. I'm just gonna be really honest about that. I'm not really good. I don't like brattling, like it's not comfortable saying it, but I just want to let you guys know who I was. It was $50,000 a year.
And
So
that's after 16 years of.
at 16 years. Yeah, 16 years. That was my peak.
So Marty, like, I mean, you spent 16 years. That's a marriage. You were in a marriage for 16 years, and what was it that you're like, maybe I got to look at something, or maybe it landed. I don't know. Tell us. Like, that's a very hard move. Like, what
Yeah.
happened?
Honestly, here's what happened, and you guys can take this for what you will. God started taking my business away from me, and I'll just say for the rest of y'all, it's a higher power, whatever you want. But I'll just tell you for me, it was God. I had the best month I've ever had in my business, June of
Close, sorry.
2000 and June of 2016.
All done.
Best month I ever had. And then in July, it just
I'm
started
gonna
going
arrange this
down
first.
and down.
I
All
just
right, hey, if
this.
you're on here, mute out for a second.
Okay, all the way.
Who's got the God button to mute people out? I know it's out there somewhere. It's not me. I'd nail them. I do it all the time on my Zooms. I always got it through with somebody. It's all right. But my business started tanking, Frank. And I put more blood, sweat. Listen, I could share stories after stories of Super Bowl winners and professional athletes that came into my stores and know them. I still see Donald Driver at church and I still say what's up to him. He was wide receiver for Green Bay Packers for a long time. Great guy. Chad Hennings, tons of people. I mean, I could go on and all these people. Rocket Ishmael used to come to my store, all this stuff. All of a sudden, though, it doesn't matter. I could name drop all these names. All of a sudden, they just stopped coming. And I
Wow.
fought it and I fought it and I fought it. And finally, one day, end of January 2017, I came home exhausted again. And I finally said to my wife, I've got to find something else. I got to like third round of Chick-fil-A. was like, oh, I'll just go own a Chick-fil-A
Wow.
restaurant, right? Some of that Jesus
Yeah.
chicken. Got to the third round, didn't get past that. I sat down with several business owners, looked at medical massages, everything. It's funny, I actually just heard about the play. I sat down with them 8 years ago to look at this metal massage. I heard they went under by someone else, which is crazy. And then my wife goes, "Hey, what does Ben do?" And that was my buddy that I played poker with. And here's the reason she said that. Because we always think back and I was like, what it was his lifestyle. He's like, I kind of got to know him through my best friend's brother-in-law's brother-in-law, it's Ben. And we just saw something. Guess what? Sean, you were reading off those trips. He was going on trips all around the world, right? He was always up for playing poker. He was always up for, I mean, anyway, he had the freedom to go do it. And so it was something more attracted to his lifestyle. And then he sent me these two dumb videos about 60% commission level and one lead type and going into people's homes.
It was a
Then I
cartoon. Was that
do
that
what?
cartoon? That was
Yeah,
the
little
cartoon
cartoon
video.
video, yeah.
Yeah.
But I kept watching past that. You know what they said, Frank?
Yeah.
Hey, you can build an agency that you can own here. And I was like, and you have leads? Because all I needed was for someone to walk. You guys remember this? This is intentional. All I needed was someone to walk through my store, and I knew they were going to leave with a supplement. Problem is, I had what? I had overhead, employees, triple net, inventory that expired. I remember one night got a call from the cops, and some drunk guy had gone down our little strip center and just smashed in windows. So at 2 in the morning, I'm at my business trying to put plywood up because some just random person was just smashing windows. All this liability, had to fire employees, all this different stuff. And I'm going, wait a minute, I had to do marketing. I'm not a marketing expert. And I'm like, you
Right.
have leads that someone's looking for life insurance?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're walking, you got someone's walking through my door. It's like, oh, I'm going to sell them. But
Right.
that ownership piece, I realized what I could do on my own, but I realized that that was limited. But I was like, oh man, if I build something here and they have the leads and the structure, like my income, I mean, is unlimited. And I'm gonna test the limits of that. I'm still trying to figure that out. So that's what drew me in.
So is I kind of I don't want to just breeze over that. You were in a place where it was almost the pit of despair, like
Oh,
Sarah Pappas says, pit of despair. End of January, and then you're tired, and your wife, your spouse, the one that is knows you more than you know yourself, right? That's what our wives do, and she says to you, "Hey, you should check out what Ben Seafootpour is doing."
mhm.
Did you approach him or what happened?
Well, he'd been trying to recruit me for like 3 or 4 months. So this is a great lesson in warm market recruiting.
Wow.
I would not have known about this if Ben wasn't like he would come to my store and it was like 30 minutes away and playing poker and he would send me these emails about Symmetry or something like that. I really couldn't pronounce it. And I was like, bop, bop, delete immediately. I'm like, I don't know what this is, dude. Let's just hang out and have a good time, right? And but something was planted in there somewhere. And I texted, it was like literally like 8:45, 9 o'clock that night. I said, hey, dude, what is it that you do again? And
Right.
I watched those two videos laying in bed next to my wife.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, I'm in his living room. He happened to live like 5 minutes. I'm in his living room with him and his wife till
Wait a
midnight.
minute. It was 8:50 and 10 minutes later at 9 p.m. you were laying in
I
bed.
watched those videos and I said, can I come over? And I
Wow.
asked some questions. And I sat there for 3 hours till the middle of the night asking about this business.
Thank God, right?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
God. And so just like how we were like, it's just a number, just continue. But he took the time for you and literally spent some time with you.
Yeah.
And then was that when you made that decision right away or
Yep. Oh, I was like, I'm telling you, I said this, half of this crap is true. I'm in. Literally my response. I was a little skeptical, but I didn't care.
right.
I was like, I could see the path,
All right,
right?
but slow down. What? Because this is going way fast and it's a lot of good stuff. So you said if half the crap that you see is true, you're in.
Yeah.
That sounds like my brother Stefan too. He's like Frank, if we can do a quarter good of what Sean does, we're gonna make a lot of money here.
All right.
Yeah, it's very similar to what you said. So you immediately signed up. Did he like take you to the website, show you how to do
Well,
it,
I
or
said, just give it to me and get out of my way. Studied for
wow,
5 days, took my test on this. I did what he goes, hey, can you get this done in 10 days? And I said, sure. And I logged in and I was like, Excel goes 2 hours a day for 10 days. And I was like, can I do 4 hours a day? And he's like,
wow,
yeah. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm signing up for my test. and it was on Saturday. And so I
And
studied for 5 days and I took my test on the sixth day.
you were doing this also while you were in business still, or were you
Yeah.
already planning to
Oh
close?
no.
What? Give me,
I was
come on,
running a
man.
failing business, which is harder than running a successful business. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is so good. So here you are, you're motivated, you're studying. Like when customers are coming in the back of your mind, you're already in symmetry.
Yeah, and I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't care. Like, here's the thing is like so many people, I didn't care. I was like, okay, you got leads, you can teach me how. I'm like a lead to me was
Gold.
gold. Yeah, it was like I was like, are you kidding me? Do you know how much money I spend a month in my tiny little business to get people to walk through my door? And I was sitting here go, a lead? And I was like, I'm again, and he's like, well, we got to start you on bonus leads. I don't care. And we know what he told me on bonus leads. He goes, oh, well, if you do these, it's this many contacts, this many appointments. I said, okay. And I said, and if I suck, you'll teach me? And he's like, yeah, as long as you put the work in. I was like, I'm not, you don't have to worry about putting the work in. And so I just blew his phone up. So I did this part-time while running my business, driving all over Dallas Fort Worth. So if anybody's in the Dallas Fort Worth area, you know what I'm talking about. Driving appointments, 30 minutes away, that takes 2 hours to get there and all of that. And I would do that till 11 o'clock at night, 2 to 3 nights a week.
When did you like stop the business? Like when did you go, okay, honey, we're good. I'm just gonna stop that, supplement business and I'm just gonna move forward with this.
Here's the thing, Frank. That's such a good question. I want y'all to hear this. That was on me. Okay. People are like, oh, well, I don't really know. No, the challenge to me was what? Was to make it that I would be losing money with my other business by not working symmetry. I'd be like, I'm part-time. I don't really know how to go full-time. I go, make it, make it to where you're losing money here. So I was part-time doing 23, 28 grand a month, part-time
Wow.
in submitted business. And I was like, I mean, oh, you know what I did? I did the math and I go, whoa, keeping my store is preventing me from making all this money over here. But like, you have to make that happen, right? People are like, well, I mean, I'm trying to get an app submitted. I said, great, go for that. But like, I also like,
Yeah.
if you don't see it, okay, I'm just gonna tell you this. If you don't see what this can do for you, let me help you.
God, Marty, it's so
This opportunity can change your family's life for forever. My wife and I made enough. I wish Hillary was here. She's so amazing. Like she's better at this than I am. But we made enough money to have someone raise our kids so that we could get home at 5 or 6 o'clock at night, feed them, and put them to bed. That's the American dream that corporate America will sell you.
yeah.
My daughter, our daughter, our youngest, she was our only one at the time. She had a fever that, and nothing major. This isn't a major thing, but like no one's going to watch your kid when they have a fever.
Yeah.
So the first day, Hillary and I was like, she goes, I can stay home. She was big time in corporate America. I have to go work my store, make no money, and be part of the community, do all this work. And then, daughter had a slight fever the next day, and we're like, okay. I was like, let me get one of my employees to cover. I got a lot going on. I got to do everything at my store. And then the third day, I remember standing there in the living room and we're looking at each other going, what are we going to do? Because I
Yeah.
have to go work the store. She has to go work her corporate job. And oh, yeah, we have a sick daughter over here
Yeah.
that is now third on the list. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, that's one of those moments for me that I'm like, I will do whatever it takes. Now, let me just fast forward 8 years
Love
into
it.
the future. Saturday, I'll tell you, this is Friday. This is
Yeah.
actually Thursday night. Our daughter turned 12 on Friday.
Amen.
She said, hey, do you want to get out of school early on Friday and we'll just kind of take you around for your birthday? And she's like, yeah, cool. So picked her up like 11:30 from school, just checked her out. And I mean, I got to take her to buy her a promise ring.
Ah,
James
so
Avery. It just had got to I got to spend this moment with my daughter just talking about what this promise ring means to her. And then my wife took her to buy a journal to kind of talk about, hey, how she's coming into womanhood and how she can journal all these thoughts and feelings. And then we took her to go get this soda place that she loves, right? And then we took her to her favorite lunch. And then we took her to this arcade where all of our family met and we spent hundreds of dollars on arcade games. And it was amazing. But 8 years ago, we're standing in the living room going, who's going to watch our daughter? Because my wife has to work at corporate America and I got to go work my tiny little supplement store. But Frank, when I said half of this crap is true 8 years ago, I dreamt of this moment that happened last week because I was going to make it happen.
If I may, Marty, for a second, because you go fast, and
I got a lot to share, man.
I know because it's passion, but for all you that are listening to this man, because he's a titan in the making, I really believe that this business isn't about, selling insurance, making a lot of money. This business is about what it does for your family. So good, Marty. Man, you got me cracked up, man. So Marty, thank you for that, man. That was some deep stuff. We touched on it, but what was the real why that pushed you to succeed here at this level, man? I mean, we hit it. You hit on that 12
No,
year.
that's not it. That's
Okay,
just a little bit of it. That's just a piece. Like
keep
Frank,
going.
let me unpack this for a second.
Keep
I
going.
saw you text
Unpack
me
it.
that question, and I actually got to talk about this. We did a little conference for my team. This is let me give me a moment on this. It's gonna take me a minute. The most scientifically researched thing that I've ever found is that a brown sugar Pop Tart is the best Pop Tart on planet Earth. Okay, it's a Harvard double-blind study. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. It's not. I'm not talking toaster strudel stuff. I'm talking Pop Tart. Brown sugar is the best flavor. It's undisputed. But I can tell you why I have such passion behind a brown sugar Pop Tart. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why. Growing up, and I'm gonna give you guys the very expedited version. I grew up extraordinarily poor.
Yeah,
My parents raised four kids on $400 a month in the ghettos of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
come on.
Okay. And when I say ghettos, I'm talking across the street, drug dealer, lady got stabbed 7 houses down, guy stalked my sister in our house, stole our TVs. We never had a TV because we either couldn't afford it or it got stolen out of our house multiple times.
Come on, man.
Now, my grandpa's church had this thing called the pantry. And the pantry would get expired food from out the community. And the church would have it to sell. And we lived a lot off this food. And man, it was a good day when we got expired Pop Tarts in. Okay. But they were always strawberry or blueberry, just garbage. But even more infrequently, Frank, was a brown sugar expired Pop Tart. I would open that thing up, I'd break off the dried off edges, and I'd pray the center was still gooey. And if it was an incredible day.
Yeah.
Now, every time I have a box of brown sugar, I bought a box for everybody in our conference. Every time we travel, we just got back from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I had brown sugar Pop Tart in my backpack because my wife knows I love them. They're the worst thing ever. Like they're arguably like the worst thing for you ever. I love them. But Frank, I know exactly why I love a brown sugar Pop Tart. I know the emotion, the feeling, I know the childhood moment
Right.
that draws me to a brown sugar Pop Tart. I also know exactly why I'm here at Symmetry. I'm going to tell you guys. My parents sacrificed everything for me and my siblings to have an opportunity. They sacrificed everything to chase after our souls, number one. They sacrificed everything to chase after our souls. It's a long story, but I love it to death. And then they sacrificed everything to give us just a remote opportunity to have success. My dad's dad, my grandfather, was extraordinarily abusive, drunk. My dad doesn't drink. They are amazing people, my parents. They live 15 minutes from me. Love them to death. My dad's dad hated his brother so much, he changed our last name. Frank, my last name used to have a Z on the end. Actually, it used to have a ZI. Back in the 1950s, my grandpa changed our last name to Valor, spent $300 back in the day because he hated his brother. There's so much hate in my family.
Yeah.
My dad said, screw that. I'm changing everything. I know what my parents did and sacrificed for me. And you can be like, oh, Marty, that's great. They said you have all this opportunity. I go, it started with my dad, though.
Yeah.
He sacrificed everything to change. His dad was awful. He did everything because his dad was terrible to make sure like our family's freakishly close. So whether you're my dad or you're me, my dad was a bad reason. I get to have a good reason. I go, I am so driven in this business to make an impact because of all the sacrifice my parents did a generation ago to impact me and my siblings. I want that ripple effect to go on and on and on and on. Now, listen, sure, for Hillary and my daughters. Of course, Frank, if you ask me, oh, it's for Hillary and your daughters. If I were to ask you and you didn't say Brittany, you'd be in big trouble, right? and it's recorded. And I would send it to her, and he'd be like, he didn't say Brittany, and he'd be in really big trouble. That's not special, Frank. She's amazing, by the way. Y'all didn't get a chance to meet. She's amazing. But that isn't special. That's you being a man. And that's the bottom expectations of this. Is it well, you're a wife or you're a mother or you're a husband or you're a father. That's the bottom expectation is you're going to do this for your family.
Yes.
That's not special for me and Frank. But what is special is beyond that. Like I know that I know that I know why I'm so driven in here is because my dad had to suffer and change everything for us kids. And shame on me if I don't take that and run with it. And maybe you're the one that needs to make that change. Maybe you had that upbringing, right? What an opportunity. If my dad had symmetry, can't imagine where we would be. But he didn't. He
Right.
did the best what he could. My mom did the best what they could. They were amazing. Still married. God, been married for almost 50, 55 years. It's an incredible thing.
Right.
And I take that and I go, so that's why I'm here. And I'll leave it at this, Frank, so you can go into this. But like, you need to know.
Mm.
Like I can share the story of our daughter being sick. That gets to me to the heart. But I can go deeper than that. I can go Pop-Tart level
Yeah.
deep to
That's
know why I'm here.
that's good. That's so good, Marty. Thank you for that. So good. Man, that's a lot. I mean, I want you to talk to those people that are kind of on the fence, man. I mean, I think you've already spoken to them. I think you've touched their heart, and that's what you do well. One thing that Marty did, we had the honor of having Marty as the AOA Agency Owner Academy 2 instructor. And let me tell you, this gentleman's so full of wisdom. You know what? I'd love for you to share the third grader story, man. The third 3-year-old story that you have, because that is so much this business, Marty. Can you share that?
I can. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's at their desks. We're gonna do a real hard pivot here. Can everybody grab a pen and paper really fast? And I'm just gonna look at cameras.
I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
Yes, you, Stefan, lead from the front. Come on. All right, there you guys. Charles, I see you getting after it, buddy. Come on, grab a pen and paper for me. All right.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Okay. Grab a pen and paper. All right. And I want you to write down how you feel or respond when you get a chargeback. A client says no. You get the FU on the call. You get the no-show. You get an agent that does this. Now, hold on a second. Don't start writing yet. Move your pen to your opposite hand. Now write. Give me 2 sentences with your opposite hand. I'm a lefty, so I would say with your non-dominant hand, and I want you to write down how you feel when an agent does, when a client does. Yes, Jessica, lefties unite, but put it in your right hand, Jessica. But I want you to go just 2 sentences. How you feel when you get porched, charge back, an FU, whatever it is. Just get 2 quick sentences, and this should be a struggle to do this. Take your time. It's all right. Just 2 sentences how you feel.
Got it.
It shouldn't be pretty. And if you're driving your car, you can do this exercise when you get back.
You done? Who's done?
No,
Show who's done.
definitely, man. Ambidextrous over there.
He
Beautiful.
is. He is.
Listen, I know this takes a while because listen, it is like you're like, I'm good at a lot of things. And then you put the pen in the other hand, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Baseball, you throw both ways.
Yeah. Now, atypically, lefties are better doing things with their opposite hands. We live in right-handed worlds. So, all right. I'll let you guys, just for time's sake. All right. Now, switch the pen to your dominant hand. All right. And then write a couple sentences of what you're good at. Doesn't matter. Just what are you good at? Man, I smile when I meet people. Man, I'm really good at dialing. I'm really good at connecting with people. I am a really good mom or a father or a daughter or a husband or a wife. Whatever it is that you're good. Just a couple of quick things with your good hand. What are some things you're good at? And the point is to compliment yourself.
Yeah.
All right, just for the sake of time, I want you to look at how you felt and how you respond internally with that non-dominant hand. That is the handwriting of a third grader.
Mm.
And that's how you're responding to people. You're acting like a little child, like a little third grader. Look at the handwriting. Trust me, I got a second grader. I ever come in here right now. It's going to look exactly the same. That's a third grader. Yeah, it might be better than yours. But listen to me. Everyone on here is an adult because you have to be 18 to get a license. Okay. Yet we have this tendency that when someone offends us, they don't offend you, you let them offend you. Maybe you're
Right.
just an offended person, or you let that bad phone call, or you let that one little chargeback, or you let that client or agent, whatever, make you feel these things. And that is how a third grader would respond. That only serves to protect you. It serves to give you no space for personal growth whatsoever. But
So
then go look at that dominant handwriting, all the things that you're good at. That is growth.
mm,
That is the new mindset. That is the mature mindset. Yet we let this little third grader run around in our head and control how we feel and how we respond to things because we never grew out of that basic response. Oh, I'm frustrated. Really? You're an adult. Like, who did you let frustrate you? Who did you give permission to frustrate you? Because no one is allowed to frustrate you. No one is allowed to occupy space in your brain unless you give them permission. You're an adult. No one is allowed to occupy space in your brain. No client, no agent, no policy, no situation is allowed to do that unless you let that third grader take over, and it's only serving to hurt you. And it's crazy. One of the best things that was ever told to me in this entire business was the first time I met Danny Young. I was supposed to have like 4 or 5 agents show up, and I'm trying to think of something to say to Danny, and I can't come up with anything. And he's like, "Hey, I'm Marty." He's like, "Nice to meet you." And I was like, "Yeah, I was supposed to have like 4 or 5 agents here. No one showed up. They're really frustrating me." And he just goes, "Why are you letting them frustrate you?" and walks away. I'll never forget that moment. And I'm like, "What do you mean? Why am I there? Wait, you mean I'm in control of how I feel?" So I shut that third grader up all the time. It's like a fourth grader now in me, really matured. But that's the exercise. Look at that handwriting. Anytime you get frustrated, anytime you get upset, anytime you get discouraged, look at that handwriting and realize that is a third grader ruling your life. And that third grader was you a long time ago. It's not you anymore.
So Marty, it doesn't matter what we write, it's just how we write it.
Well, the third grader is writing how I feel, all the negative stuff, right? But the dominant hands feel all the things that I'm good at.
right.
And you're good at a lot of stuff, y'all. Don't let this little third grader overpower all the good that you are. The good stuff serves for growth.
Mm.
It's what you are becoming. It is everything that you're capable of. It is positive growth mindset, and it's written by an adult. We're all adults here. Whereas all the negative feelings and all the emotions you let people do is written by a child. And so in this group, I text them all the time. I go, "Hey, how's that third grader doing?" And I think one guy said, "I got twin third graders running around in my head right now." It's like, it's rough. But here's the thing that I'll tell you guys. You can't unhear this. So now you're gonna know the
Yes.
next time you get upset, and you will, by the way, you will, but the next time you get frustrated, the next time you get upset or discouraged or down, hopefully you remember this. If not, that's on you, but you're gonna go, now I know that that's an immature child's response. I'm an adult. I'm actually better. All the good things need to pop in your head of what you're good at. Hey, I actually can do hard things. I can actually overcome obstacles. That's the difference. So keep that little third grader handwriting. Keep it right next to you somewhere. And anytime you get frustrated, you glance at that crappy handwriting that a child would write and go, "That's a child. I'm an adult. I'm going
Yeah.
to change how I let that affect me."
So good. Wow, Marty. I had a list of questions to ask you, my brother, but just call it the spirit led me to just ask you those things. And Marty, we appreciate you, my brother. We really do, man. I think the world of you from when we first went to Temecula and you invited me out to where you're at now, man. There is so much growth in you, and I really, really, we're so grateful for you pouring into our agency with Master Kim, and I call him Master Kim because I love that
I
dope.
love it.
And man, Master,
Frank, can I say one more thing?
sure.
So I had one. This is something I'm super.
Yes, please.
One more thing.
Yes,
Has anyone in here had a bad day? Like, come on, like give me like a visual hands up. Couple, at least one or two people. Like, had a bad day, bad week, right?
absolutely.
A bad month, right? Maybe even a bad year. Come on, come on.
No more.
Not really. You've had bad moments that
Yeah,
you let turn into a bad day, that you let turn into a bad week, that you let turn into a bad year. Moments. And listen, maybe you had a loved one die. I trust me, that is a moment that, first of all, if you're responding negatively, that loved one would never want you to respond that way. Oh, my kid threw up all over me while I'm dialing leads. First of all, that sucks. I've actually literally had it happen to agents. I go, but that's still a moment, right? You got to clean up, get it done, but that's a moment. Oh, I can't dial anymore. I had an agent tell me, I don't think I can. I might have a sprinkler head broken. Like that's excuses I've got. I might have a sprinkler head broken. But like there are moments that we let turn into bad weeks to bad months to bad years. You do not have a bad day. You do not have a bad, you have bad you guys feel that you have bad moments in a day, then you let those moments, that little third grader starts running with those moments, and then all of a sudden you let yourself have a bad day instead of stopping and writing down with your good hand, what am I good at? What have I accomplished? What have I won today? And here's what happens is you make permanent decisions with temporary feelings.
yeah.
So you're not allowed to have a bad day anymore by the now you can't unhear it.
Mhm.
But I like telling these things. So these are the things that torment me at night because I know them. And I'm sitting there at the end of the day going, crap, how did I let this bad day happen? I know more. I know better than this. Like I literally know this. I got frustrated 2 weeks. I mean, I don't get frustrated. I really don't. I got frustrated actually at a carrier. I was trying to get this stupid 1035 exchange done for a kids policy. And I got so frustrated. And it made me even more frustrated because I knew I was letting myself get frustrated. And I was like, nope, you're done. And that moment of frustration stayed a moment. I didn't let that affect my day. I went to go pick up my daughters and I'm like, boom, clicked it off.
I love it.
So there are no bad days here. There are no bad weeks. There are no bad months. There are no bad years. There are bad moments and there are permanent decisions you made off of temporary feelings.
So good, Marty. Man. Guys, this is what you get when you earn it with Symmetry. You get a chance to rub elbows, get in the mind of titans like Marty. It is simply humbling. It's amazing to see that we have access to people like you, Marty. Like we were at AOA 2, and all these people we associated with, and they do it because they want it. They're giving back. So Marty Valor, ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for him, and send him a heart or love, and also prayers for his wife and his family, what they're going through right now. And thank you so much, Marty, for spending some time with us, man. We do appreciate you, brother. We really do. And I can't wait to see you, give you a big hug, you and your wife at conference. And man, who knows? Maybe we go to these trips again and we get a chance to break bread again, man. God bless
Yeah,
you.
y'all
Love you.
earn those trips. You don't win anything here, Sean. You earn those trips.
Mm.
Winning means someone put your name in the hat and pulled it out. Earning it means you did everything and got it. Sorry, I'm just passionate about earning these trips.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, just wanted to say, Marty, just like, and that's something that I love about Symmetry, but also the leaders that are on the top in Symmetry is that a lot of the times, in the other companies, leaders means like more managing. Like, they tell them what to do and they're like, hey, you go do this, you go do that. But one thing I really appreciate in the Symmetry culture is that we are trying to lead from the front and be a good example of that. And I think you're definitely one of the people that really show that in this company. And Amanda and I had a great time seeing you guys at the 130 retreat. Had that awesome call, and we're just so fired up. And we're looking forward to seeing our agencies grow and absolutely killing it.
love
Yeah,
watching y'all.
Thank
Y'all
you.
come find us at conference. Come get us a big hug. We'd love to see y'all in person. If you're in
yeah,
the Dallas Fort Worth area, we got a boot camp coming up. We'll get that flyer out there to all the managers. So love it. Don't
All
be
right,
silly.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having. Go ahead, show your appreciation for Marty as we pull away here, man. I'm just fired up, Marty, to have you
Boom.
as a running buddy. And I mean, I'm trying to catch you. We love you, but we're trying to catch you. You're
Hey,
amazing, man.
good luck because we got a whole lot of amazing people.
I
Come on,
know
bring
you
it. I
do.
love it. Let's go.
You guys hear that or no?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Marty Valor, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, thanks,
Love
Marty.
'em.
Yeah. All right, thanks everyone for jumping on. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. And jump on the SSB Dojo so you can learn from the best, and also hold yourself accountable to dial and do that. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, guys.